Zach Eflin is hoping that he'll be able to get back into the starting rotation for the Phils at some point. Andrew Knapp is back off the paternity list. Bryce Harper is back in Washington, D.C. And maybe yesterday was an indication that Didi Gregorius was back as well offensively. The Phillies begin a 4-game series against pretty much a brand new team in the Washington Nationals under the watchful eye of Joe Girardi and Dave Dombrowski. Yes, they've had to make some changes again. Vince Velasquez on the injured list, Andrew McCutchen on the injured list. He told me today he thinks it's going to be a short period of time. Let's hope that is true. Andrew Knapp is back. Enyel De Los Santos is back from Lehigh Valley. Hey, everybody, I'm Tom McCarthy, along with Ben Davis. A lot of back. And back in the rotation for the Phillies is Ranger Suarez. And it just seems like it's the right move at this time to put arguably the best reliever the Phillies have had the last couple of months into the rotation.
Some folks like it, some don't. I feel the need that the Phillies have, that the obligation for Ranger Suarez and the pitching staff to find another starter, because starting pitching has been, well, it's been so inconsistent for the Phillies this year. Now, you might say, well, Ranger Suarez really found his niche in the bullpen. He's been a long guy. He's been their closer. He gets righties and lefties out. The bottom line is Phillies need more starting pitching, and they just had to turn to their bullpen to find a guy that I think will fit in smoothly, and he will be very efficient. I think he will start to throw the slider a bit more. He has been predominantly fastball changeup. But take a look at these numbers, Tom. They are absolutely stunning.
42 strikeouts in 40 to third innings for Ranger Suarez in the bullpen for the Phillies. He did say a couple days ago, he said, I know what I'm capable of. I know what to expect. And this is what I have been built for, was to be a starting pitcher in the big leagues. All right, so we'll see how it goes tonight. They're hoping 3 innings, 45 to 50 pitches. They'll kind of follow their gut. Josiah Gray, over from the Dodgers, makes the start for the Nationals. Lineups and first pitch coming up. Phillies baseball is brought to you by the Toyota Camry, now with available all-wheel drive. Visit your local tri-state Toyota dealer today. By Xfinity Mobile. Get nationwide 5G included at no extra cost with Xfinity Mobile. By Citizens, official bank of the Phils. And by Independence Blue Cross. Learn more at IVX.com. Pennsylvania, where the Fightins grounds crew put the tarp on the field, and assistant GM Matt Hoffmaster wore the GoPro. Listen. All right, who hasn't said that? Your other right. Well, thanks, Matt, for providing us a little insight on what it's like to pull the tarp. Tarps have taken a step forward over the years. They used to be a whole lot more difficult, but that is not an easy job to do something like that. Tonight, the Phillies begin play 3.5 games out behind the New York Mets, who are at 55 and 49. 4 games in the loss column, so that's kind of changing too, because the Mets are making up all of those lost games because of the bad weather. On the mound tonight is Josiah Gray for the Washington Nationals. Let's look at the Phillies lineup that he will face. Brought to you by Xfinity, the fastest internet in Philadelphia. All right, so Jankowski leads off. Segura bats second. You're wondering, well, why is that? Segura's been so good as the leadoff hitter. Well, Joe Girardi wants to go left, right, left, right, left, right, just because of the bullpen for the Nationals. Does not want to stack 2 or 3 left-handers together in one spot. There's Josiah Gray, the rookie just acquired from the Los Angeles Dodgers. 3 days he's been with the Nationals organization. They gave him a jersey, they gave him a pair of pants, and they said, you can take care of the rest.
Not a big kid, but he's got a big arm. He'll sit at about 95 miles an hour with that fastball.
Here's Jankowski to lead it off. Jankowski hitting .303 with a home run and 7 runs batted in, and the first pitch of the night is a fastball fouled away, so we're underway. Count is 0-1. Jim Wolf is the home plate umpire tonight. He could be in the best shape of any umpire in the history of umpires.
In better shape than some of the players.
No balls, 1 strike to Jankowski at a fastball high, 1-1. Josiah Gray is out of Lemoyne College. they're actually a really good baseball school. They've produced some pretty good baseball players over the years. It's in New York. And Jankowski lines one out towards center. Robles, he's really good out there, and he gets a good jump. One out here in the first, and now Segura's coming up. All of the prospects that the Nationals got in the Trey Turner, Max Scherzer deal. And Josiah Gray is the first one to get a chance to put on a big league uniform. Here's Segura, fourth in the league in hitting at .308. 6 home runs, 36 runs batted in. Got a fastball at 95 miles an hour. It's 0-1. That's a pretty good slider, isn't it?
Yeah, that was sharp. Same slot, came out of the same slot for Gray. The first breaking ball he's thrown.
Fastball, curveball, slider. He does have a changeup, but at least in the big leagues, he hasn't. I mean, it's a very small sample size, but he didn't throw it much. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Eight innings in his big league career coming in with an ERA of 6.75. Fastball upstairs.
He changed the eye level there. See if he goes back to that breaking ball. I'd expect him to.
Fastball, 95 miles an hour, and he gets Segura. And there are 2 outs here in the first. That brings Bryce Harper up. Statcast presented by Cadillac. The hits that he has against the Nationals this year, 15. He's hitting over 400 against them.
That's because he's using the whole field against the Nats. You can see that displacement there.
Not a huge crowd in Washington, but they're letting Harper hear it. Harper overall .302. He's second in the league in on-base percentage to Juan Soto. 5th in OPS. He's also 6th in batting average in the National League. The pitch to him. Breaking ball, and it's 0-1. Joe was asked about Harper yesterday. Kind of tweaked that side again. He said he's fine. I don't think Joe really wants to talk about injuries anymore. The McCutcheon and Hoskins ones are tough. And Hoskins did a lot of good things today. In fact, he said that he went side to side. He ran. They termed, and Reese kind of made fun of this, they termed 70%. He goes, I don't really know what 70% is, but it was kind of a jog, and he felt fine. So tomorrow is going to be a big day, how he feels when he wakes up. 0-2. And the pitch to Harper. Hit down the left field line. That's pretty well hit. Going back is Hernandez. Dancing around the warning track. He makes the catch. The side is retired. Phillies go down in order. 1, 2, 3. We're on to the bottom of the first. Ranger Suarez going to work. For game 1 of this 4-game series, let's look at the Nationals lineup. Brought to you by Xfinity, the fastest internet in Philadelphia. Robles leads it off, and then Adrian Sanchez. Juan Soto bats 3rd. Josh Bell 4th. And then Yadiel Hernandez will hit 5th. Hernandez, the kid from Cuba, has said that he is taking this opportunity as possibly his last to make an impact with the Nationals, and he absolutely has. Here's Suarez, 27 games so far this year, and he's making his first start in the big leagues since 2000. 2019 or 2018. 2019 was his last start in the minor leagues. It was September of 2018 that he started for the Phils. 1 ball and no strikes. And he delivers just a hair low, 2-0, to Robles, who's hitting just 201. 202 as it shows there. Fouled off, 2-1. I think that's what Ranger did as relievers. He got you to expand the strike zone. I didn't know how that would kind of work as far as being a starter goes.
I was surprised that he's only thrown his slider this year 6% of the time. Fastball 66, changeup 28%.
Liner out to left, going back on it is Odubel, and Herrera makes the catch.
He has pitched in 4 games this year against the Nats, 28 plate appearances, just 1 run on 3 hits, 2 walks with AKs, a batting average of 125.
StatCast, powered by Google Cloud, gives you a look at the pitches that he throws. That sinker changeup combination, boy, it was so good.
Yep.
So good as a relief pitcher, but he also understands that he's going to have to incorporate everything. And you do. Sometimes you can get away with 1 or 2 pitches as a reliever. Here's Sanchez. Sanchez takes strike 1. Caleb Cotham told us today, he said, we're going to approach this game the same way as we do when he is a reliever. He said, now, there have to be adjustments eventually when he goes 2nd or 3rd time through the order. He said, that's probably not going to be tonight. That's down the road. But we just want him to attack. Little dribbler in front of the plate. JT's got it comfortably. And there are 2 outs. The other thing that Caleb said, he said when I asked him about pitch count, he said 45-ish, 45 to 50. He said, but we're going to use the eye test as a way to gauge how he's doing. Here's Soto. Big test right out of the gate.
See Soto with a big smile on his face. I'd have a smile too if I did swing.
He's reached base safely in 17 straight games. One ball and no strikes to Soto. Nationals 49 and 56. And a pitch in there at 94, 2-1. Certainly a lot of life on the fastball, which you would expect. I was wondering too if there'd be an adrenaline rush for him. You know, I mean, it's different.
It is.
Although I guess closing, you obviously have that adrenaline rush.
I mean, he's been 94, 95 with just about every fastball.
Soto, whose chase rate is so low, it's the best in all of baseball. He chases pitches outside the zone at a clip of only 15%, which I think is a crazy number. It's so low.
Unheard of.
3-2. And a called strike 3 right at the knees. 95. And so far, so good for Ranger Suarez. 1, 2, 3 go the Nationals. We'll go to the 2nd. It's a scoreless game. Time now for our Citizen Stats Leaders, brought to you by Citizens, the official bank of the Phils. And how about this? The list of Phillies catchers who have 5 hits in a ball game. JT yesterday did it. Darren Dalton did it back in 1989. Bo Diaz is on that list. Just want to let everybody know that Stan Lapata is on that list, but he started at first base that day, and that was a 15-inning ball game that he did it against the Chicago Cubs. He didn't even drive in the only run. Puddinhead did.
Oh, Puddinhead?
Yeah. JT takes low. Darren Dalton, the day that he had his 5 hits, that was the day that he needed. You know why? Because it brought his batting average that year up to 200.
Oh. I'm surprised JT's only jumped 11 points.
I heard you say that yesterday.
Yeah.
It is kind of funny. Breaking ball, that's in there for strike, 1-1. The day that Darren had his 5 hits, Von Hayes was actually the star. He had 4 RBIs that afternoon. One ball and 1 strike. Had a pitch low, 2-1. Ball smoked foul off the tarp. Two balls, 2 strikes. Low, ball 3. So we mentioned that Gray is from Lemoyne College, the same school that produced major leaguers Tom Browning, Jim DeShays. 2 pretty good pitchers. Three balls, 2 strikes. Ball's popped up outside of first. Bell over near the railing has room and makes the catch. And 1 out. Download the MLB app to get in-game video highlights, live pitch-by-pitch, breaking news, player updates, stat leaderboards, and more for your Phils. And that'll bring Brad Miller up. I remember my older brother, was a good pitcher in high school, pitched in college. And I remember when Lemoyne sent him information, and it was interesting because of Tom Browning and Jim DeShays. And then they realized it was up in Syracuse, and it's really cold.
Very cold.
Miller pops it up, and that should be back in the seats. It is. Did they recruit you too, Ben? Lemoyne?
I did not get any letters from them, no.
Would you have considered them if you had gotten any letters?
I would not have considered them, no.
Well, thank you for your honesty. No balls and 1 strike.
I don't mind the cold one bit, but it's not conducive for baseball.
Popped up. Behind home plate. Barrera is there. The last minute, stuck his glove up, made the catch. That was one of those where you weren't sure if it was going to hit the net on the way down.
That's 2 consecutive pop-outs.
Well, I guess it does take time to get used to certain guys.
GMC precision play of the game. Barrera gets back and makes a one-handed catch. I like him behind the plate.
Yeah, Joe was talking about him today. Said the catchers for the Nationals killed the Phillies in the last series.
Yeah.
Yan Gomes had a big last day, but
Yes.
he's in Oakland now, so he is no bother to the Phils. He and Josh Harrison both traded to the Oakland Athletics. Alec Boehl's hit in 4 straight. He's got 7 hits during that time. He doesn't bite on the high fastball. Since the 1st of July, Boehm is hitting .305. It's not too shabby. That one's off the mask of Barrera.
Gray is able to keep that fastball on plane and carry it through the strike zone. It's a big terminology, the spin rate, how you can make a ball stay on plane. Definitely doing that.
Another one popped up and out of play, though. It's 1-2. Remains 1-2. So he was drafted in 2018 by the Dodgers. By the Reds, I should say. And eventually went to the Dodgers, then the Nationals. Popped up, out to shallow center field. Robles comes in and makes the grab. And the inning is over. 6 up, 6 down for the young right-hander. We move on to the bottom of the second. Ranger Suarez back for inning number 2. On the most reliable network. Save on your wireless bill with Xfinity Mobile. Phillies and the Nationals are scoreless as we go to the bottom of the second inning. Well, Ben, it's that time of year, and it's great that we have this time of year where Little League champions are crowned all over the country. And the Upper Providence Little League from Montgomery County just won the Pennsylvania State Championship. And they're heading to Bristol, Pennsylvania, with the hopes of going on, Bristol, Connecticut. With the hopes of going on to Williamsport.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Top 2 teams from the region go, because it's only the United States that's going to be represented at Williamsport this year. Josh Bell takes high. It's 1 ball and no strikes. Toms River, which everybody I think remembers when Todd Frazier led Toms River to the Little League World Series. They won the New Jersey State Championship. Todd Frazier's nephew was one of the star players on that team.
Very exciting for those young men.
One ball, 1 strike to Bell. He hits it the opposite way, foul, 1-2. Not bad spot.
Nope.
2-2. He tried it again. It's 3-2. Suarez talked the other day about the opportunity to be in the starting rotation. That one's fouled back to the screen. Basically wrapped it up by saying, I think I'm ready to do it. Provided us with our Geico quote of the day. Like I have always said, I'm ready for whatever role they need me for. This is what I need to do now for the team. And I think I'm ready for it. Ball 4. He walks Bell.
I just think he has an inner confidence, and he just likes to pitch. He loves being out there. And I have heard various talk shows, whatever, mixed reviews. Like, why is Girardi doing this? He's found his niche in the bullpen. Why is he doing this? Why mess up a good thing? Well, starting pitching, first and foremost, is at a premium. Not only on this ball club, but all of Major League Baseball. And the Phillies are lacking in that department. And if this guy can come and fill in, I'm all for it.
Yeah, I think it's a really good move.
I think it's a great move. And I think it was a move that was right there in front of him. Almost had to do it.
Hernandez takes low, and it's 1-0. Yadiel Hernandez hitting .303. 4 home runs, 13 runs batted in. I mean, we've kind of been speculating about it for about a month now. Just because you can see that there were struggles going on with the Phillies starters. 1-1. And I agree that he did find his niche in the bullpen. But as Joe said, they needed to get some length out of the rotation, because they're averaging, I think it's 4 2/3 innings per start since the All-Star break for the starters. That is really putting a burden on the bullpen. 1-1 outside, 2-1, and he's just missing with these pitches here.
You give Jim Wolf credit behind the plate. They're close, but they are balls.
So, Ben, from a starting standpoint, the Marlins starters since the All-Star break are averaging 3 2/3 innings per outing.
I'm not a mathematician, but that's not good.
2-2. The Mets starters are averaging 4 1/3. And speaking of the Marlins and the Mets, Marlins have taken a 4-0 lead. StatCast 3D shows that pitch might have been a little low. Lewis Brinson, a grand slam. That's good news for the Phillies.
Great news.
Ground ball out towards shortstop. Didi to second for 1. Over to first in time. A double play. 6-4-3 double play.
How many times have I said it about Ranger? His ability to throw lefties in. Sometimes lefty on lefty, left-handed pitcher have a blind spot in there. They don't like it. They can't see that opening. Ranger just trusts his movement, and his willingness to throw the ball inside the lefties just sets up everything else. I just love this pitch. You have to swing at it because you're going to get called out, but you just don't see. You see a lot of lefties just diving on the outside part of the plate.
Kieboom takes in 1-0. Carter Kieboom hitting just 190. 4 for 21. Ground ball left side, cut off by Bohm, flips it across his body in time to get the final out.
A great play by both of them.
And for the camera operator to try to follow both of them.
Exactly.
No runs, no hits, and nobody left. We're on to the third in a scoreless game. We can save you a bundle. Boxes, mailers, tape, and more. Talk to who but WB Mason today to save on your next order. We check all the boxes. Say it's a beautiful night in D.C. It has to be because it was gorgeous here today.
Gorgeous. No humidity. Good day to trim the hedges.
Get them all done?
Half of them.
All right.
We're getting there.
Must have been a good day to do something else then, too. If you didn't get them all done. We go to the top of the third. Here's Didi Gregorius. He broke his 0 for 10 yesterday with a 3-hit day. Yeah, the first pitch from Gray. Fastball. They're getting a lot of pop fouls.
Yes, a lot of balls in the air.
Pitch low, 1 ball, 1 strike.
First changeup. Had good movement, but it just started out of his hand as a ball.
Fly ball on the infield. Kieboom says he has it, and he does. So that's a pop out to the third baseman. So 5 in your scorecard. And with 1 away, here's Odubel Herrera. Asked Joe today about how he's going to manage without Andrew McCutchen. And he said, well, it's going to have to be Odubel, Jankowski. They're going to make a move tomorrow, I would think, to bring up an outfielder, I would think. Because they have 3 catchers on the roster today. Rafael Marchand is still here, and I think part of that is just because Knapp hasn't played much because he's back from paternity leave. Kutch said he's hoping that it's going to be a short period of time.
Yeah. First pitch breaking ball here by Gray. Odubel out in front. Have you talked to Andrew about, is he getting any sleep?
I haven't talked to him since the second day. Off the third base side, but he did say it. Both his family and Hannah's family are here, so
nice.
There's help. 0-2 to Herrera. I told him, you guys both going to be great parents, and your lives have changed forever.
Yeah.
In a good way.
In the best way.
Oh, 2.
You know, it's funny. I was talking with Malvern's baseball coach the other day, and I would send him a text and, hey, do you have a couple minutes to chat? He said, I'm actually just putting the baby down. I'll call you in about 10 minutes. And I texted him back. I said, man, I would love to do that again. He wrote, no, you wouldn't. I actually do. I miss that stuff.
Your wife, Meg, just put that buzzer in there for us. Here's count as 1-2 to Odubel Herrera. And Odubel lines one over the head of the outstretched infielder into right field, a base hit. That's the first hit of the night for the Phils.
How in the world did he just do that? This is hand-eye coordination at its finest. Unbelievable.
There is.
See Barrera going down to block the ball. That is remarkable.
And Kieboom had no chance.
No.
All right, so a base runner, and that'll bring Suarez up. Ranger, he'll swing it. I mean, here he might be just squaring, but he can swing it. 0-1 to him.
Now, typically, you'd want this bunt to go down the third base line, but if he can angle this towards Bell at first, with Bell's inability to throw, that would be the play.
Well, he does angle it toward first. Barrera will make the play. So the sacrifice is successful.
Excellent job.
Yeah, 2-4 on the putout. Jankowski coming up. The Dodgers are heading to South Philadelphia for a 3-game series against the Phils. It begins Tuesday, August 10th at 7:05. Wednesday, the 11th, is Star Wars night. And then Thursday, August 12th at 1:05 is Nemours Kids Run the Bases. Purchase tickets today for this exciting matchup at Phillies.com. Jankowski flied out to center his first time up. That one came back. That pitch came off the hip, and it's 0-1. It is a big void, though, to fill in for McCutchen.
Yeah.
I mean, what he's done just to drive in runs and lengthen this lineup has been huge. Reese talked about it today. He said, you know, it's the whole next man up mentality, and that's what Joe said, and it is true. It's just making sure that they have somebody else that steps up, but it does put a burden on you.
Yeah, just look what he did in June and July. I mean, Kutch was awesome.
His OPS, which is so important. I mean, it was among the league leaders since the middle of June. No balls and 2 strikes to Jankowski, making his 15th start of the season. This is Kutch on Saturday after making contacts. Fortunately, the MRI didn't show any structural damage, just a strain. One and two.
Say Gray wanted this one. He goes his about 4 inches off the plate.
Yeah, those are all the misses that Suarez has had too. Jim Wolf is usually a pretty good ball strike umpire. Shot the other way on the ground. Odubel tried to flag in front of everybody, and he's safe at first. It'll put runners on first and third with 2 outs. Well, Garcia did everything he could, but Odubel was, trying to shield them all.
You can't teach fast, but this is a great job by Odubel, just interrupting that play. I mean, that was, watch Odubel here. I mean, he really does get in the middle of that. Just throws everybody out of whack. Well done, Odubel. I mean, that was absolutely intentional.
Oh, I would agree with that. All right, so now you've got Segura, who's a better than 300 hitter with runners in scoring position, and yesterday had 3 2-out RBIs. Pops it up foul, 0-1. Phillies as a team are hitting .216, Ben, with 2 outs and runners in scoring position, which is 22nd in baseball. But yesterday they got 2-out RBIs from Segura. He had 3. Gregorius, he had 2, and Real Muto, who had 2. And they were big.
They were 10 for 26 with runners in scoring position.
Oh, and 2. Segura lifts it in the air to right center field. Going back on it is Robles. Now he curls in. And he makes the catch. No runs, 2 hits, 2 men left. We'll go to the bottom of the 3rd. To your local Del Val Honda dealer, visit DelValHondaDealers.com. And by WB Mason. Talk to WB Mason about our selection of PPE, office furniture, and everything else you need to open and keep your office running safely. Who but WB Mason?
PPE and PDA.
You were working on that the whole time I was reading it, weren't you?
Couldn't wait to get it out.
We're going to the bottom of the 3rd. Luis Garcia leads it off. Hits one right back to Suarez. 1-3 on the putout. And here is Trace Barrera. Felipe Jesus Barrera III, whose nickname is Trace. 26 years old. He had 4 hits last week against the Phillies. He played the first 2 games and then was optioned and then was the 27th man in game 4. So in reality he was optioned, but he never left the Commonwealth. And now is going to pretty much be the everyday catcher because they got rid of Yan Gomes.
Back up is journeyman Rene Rivera, who seemingly has been around. I mean, he was in, I remember playing against him. He was coming up in Seattle when I was in Seattle.
Fly ball out toward right, toward the line. Harper is over, and he's there to make the catch.
He kind of knows that right field.
Put the brakes on pretty quickly. 2 outs. Celebrate the legacy of 3 Phillies icons during the Toyota Phillies Wall of Fame weekend at Citizens Bank Park. It culminates on Sunday at 1:05 when the Toyota Roy Halladay number retirement takes place, and all fans will get that commemorative retired number statue. Purchase your tickets for all 3 games, 7:05, 4:05, and 1:05 at Phillies.com. That is Josiah Gray's high school coach from New Rochelle. And he's videoing him taking one off the hands, a ground ball to second. And the side is retired. 33 pitches, Ben, through 3. I would think Suarez will get another inning.
I would hope so.
We'll go to the 4th. Visit Toyota.com to find your 2021 RAV4 Toyota today. Toyota, let's go Phils. Top of the 4th inning. I'm assuming he's going back out again, but I don't know. The Phillies don't have bullpen action yet, but Hector Neris is starting to throw. If Hector's starting to throw now, I would say that Rangers done, Ben. And
I don't know why.
I don't know if it has to do with this whole theory of up and down that we hear so much about.
Yeah, Ranger really looked like he was struggling out there.
Yeah, so if he's throwing now,
he's coming in.
He's coming in, right? Well, they have a plan, so whatever that plan is, I thought, as Caleb told us, that they would go by feel. I thought that the fact that he's at 33, they would give him at least another inning to get to 45. Bryce Harper leads it off, takes outside, because, and I don't know if you have a theory on the ups and downs part of it, but arm strength wise, would you be better off getting deeper pitch count numbers instead of 3 ups and downs?
Oh, I think he'd be better off going out for another inning than throwing more in a bullpen session in 2 days.
Right. Okay. I guess that's what I'm saying.
Without a doubt.
Well, maybe he will. We'll see.
Honestly, there's no reason for him to come out of this ballgame. I'm just going to flat out say it.
Yeah. Well,
there's no reason.
We're assuming that he is because Hector's throwing.
He's getting hot in a hurry. I hope that's not the case.
3 balls, no strikes to Harper. Here's Hector. Harper flied to left. He flied to the warning track and left his first time. And ball 4. Bryce draws the walk, his 54th of the season. He is 6th in the National League in that category. A backyard barbecue or an afternoon on the beach doesn't mean you need to miss your Phils. Stream all of our games, including pre- and post-game live with the My Teams app. Presented by your Delaware Valley Chevy dealers. So runner at first, and Real Muto, who popped up his first time, is going to be the hitter. And JT lines one into left field, a base hit. Harper stops at second. And that'll bring Brad Miller up with nobody out.
First pitch swinging, JT. Why wouldn't you? Ball right down Broadway. Smokes in the left field for a knock.
Brad popped out to the catcher's first time. Fouls this one. Brad's walk rate of 12% is third among this lineup. Bryce is number 1, then Jankowski, and then Brad Miller. Oh, and 2. Down in Miami, Brandon Drury. He's been red hot for them, hasn't he?
Yes, he has.
The veteran Brandon Drury. RBI doubles made it now 4-2. Raise the eye level, and it's way upstairs. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Drury is 12 for 18 since being recalled from Syracuse on July 24th.
Yeah, I'd say that's hot.
1-2 pitch coming in. Way outside. That young man that Marlins got in the Starling Marte deal, Luzardo, is starting tonight for the Marlins. Folks think that the Marlins made out pretty well in their deals. On paper, their future pitching staff is pretty darn good.
Sure is.
2 balls, 2 strikes to Miller. Brad lifts it to straightaway center. Robles makes the catch. Runners do not advance, and there's 1 out. And Alec Boehm is coming up. He flied out to Robles his first time. Alec hits one out towards center. It's pretty deep. Harper's tagging from second. Robles has it. The throw goes to second. And there are 2 outs. First and third with 2 away. And it brings Didi Gregorius up. Didi popped up his first time. Since coming off the injured list, he has 3 multi-hit games. And all 3 have happened over the last 10 days or so. Base hit here can give the Phils the lead. And a little dribbler off the end of the bat. Keyboom's got it. And the inning is over. 5-3 on the putout. No runs. 1 hit. And the Phillies leave 2. They've left 4 in the last 2 innings. We move to the bottom of the 4th. It's the Phillies nothing and the Nationals nothing. Nextiva, when you need business communications for the office, the home office, and everywhere in between, choose Nextiva. Well, Neris 45 games, 1-5 record, ERA of 4.46. And he's odd for Ranger Suarez, who went 3 innings here. Phillies have not allowed a hit. How about Josiah Gray, who's worked out of these jams these last couple innings, Ben? Yeah,
he's been pretty good getting out. First and second, nobody out, but there was a sequence there in that last inning. Take a look at Barrera, where he set up the catcher. Okay, Harper's on second base. He set up entirely too early. I think there's got to be something that Harper can relay to Alec Bohm and say, hey, man, you're going to get a fastball inside here. He's not going to throw a changeup in there because he's only thrown one changeup all day. He's sure as heck not going to throw it to a righty. He's not going to throw a front door slider because he hasn't done that either. So you know you're going to get a fastball in. But yet Alec Bohm gets that fastball, but he gets jammed because he's not ready to get the bat head out. There's got to be something that Bryce Harper could have done and say, Alec, hey, be ready for that fastball in right there. I used to get chastised for setting up that early on a pitch.
Here's Robles, and the first pitch, he shows bunt, takes inside. Who would say something to you, Bochy?
It would either be Boch, because, you know, being a former catcher, or a lot of times it'd be the bench coach. John McLaren in Seattle, Renee Latchman. Renee Latchman would say something.
John McLaren, former Philly coach. He was a good man.
Great man.
1 ball, no strikes to Robles. He lined to left his first time, swing and a miss, and it's 1-1.
I mean, you're just telling the world. Like, if it's a lefty on the mound, that you get a guy that's set up, obviously you could throw a fastball in if you're lefty to a righty, or you could throw the back foot breaking ball. So therefore, I would say, you know what, you can't really sit on one particular pitch.
That one's over to third. Bohm's got it. Not a bad idea for Robles. 5-3 on the putout.
Alec Bohm was breathing down his neck after the first attempt where he almost got hit by that first pitch splitter.
Adrian Sanchez hit a little nubber in front of the plate his first time. Check swing, foul ball past Gary Thurman, who's in the first base coach's box. Randy Knorr is still not back from the COVID issues that they had in Philadelphia. Two balls and 1 strike. This is the Rat 4th inning. Brought to you by Toyota. Visit Toyota.com to find your 2021 RAV4 Toyota today. Toyota, let's go Phils. Swing and a miss. 95.
That was a healthy cut.
It was. At a pitch that just kept coming in. Soto's on deck. Adrian Sanchez is 30 years old. He's from Venezuela, but the World Baseball Classic, he played for Colombia. He used to go back and forth between Venezuela and Colombia. That's where his family lived. He's down on strikes. 2 outs, and here is Soto.
Climbs the ladder.
Yeah, he climbed it all right.
Swung at the 2-1. He figured, well, he swung at that one. Go up higher.
Split is in there, and it's 0-1. Soto's hitting .356 since the 1st of July. His OPS since the All-Star break is 3rd highest. Votto's number 2, which is not a surprise to anybody. Outside corner 0-2. I had a vote for the Player of the Month in the National League. I was torn between Soto and Votto. I went Votto.
Did you?
Yeah. Partly because of the home run streak.
Yeah. You can't go wrong either one.
Yeah, the dirt 1-2.
Soto's going on a tear since that home run derby where his batting coach Kevin Long threw to him, lefty on lefty. I never got that hot when K. Long threw to me.
Well, that's because you're batting right-handed.
I kind of was cold for about 16 years.
Well, 1-2. In the dirt, 2-2.
It's almost like you don't want to throw him a ball because you know he's not going to chase it. So why waste the pitch? 15%. You said that earlier. I was like in disbelief in that. 15% chase rate. The ability to trust your hands like that, realize you don't have to go out and get it.
It's pretty close. 3-2. Shot the other way. There's the first hit of the night. A base hit to left. And Soto is aboard. He's reached base safely now in 18 consecutive games.
Boy, he really panicked when he got 0-2, didn't he? It's just not that easy. How level his bat is through the zone and how quickly it got through the zone.
Here's the other issue too, is that you move Bell over to the left side without the left-hander being out on the hill. This is his better side. 3/4 of his home runs in his career have come from this side of the plate. His 17 home runs, the third highest total he's had in a season. The highest total was 37 in 2019. Off the end of the bat, slowly to third. Bohm has it. And the inning is over. No runs, one hit, the first of the night for the Nationals. We'll head to the top of the fifth. It's scoreless, the Phils and the Nationals. Run the Phillies scored during the month of August. The Phillies will make a contribution to the Help Our Kids Radiothon, benefiting Nemours DuPont Hospital for Children. Find out more at nemours.org/radiothon. Hector only helps the world when he's at the plate, and he's going to get a chance to bat at some point.
Diego giving him some tips right there on deck.
Let's try to figure out how to get the
other end. Other end. Oh no. He does have his direct protect on his thumb though. He's ready.
First pitch is inside to Herrera. Gray has 9 fly ball outs today. It kind of makes sense the way the ball is leaving the bats. He's got a lot of pop-ups.
You think the Phillies bats are a little steep upwards through the zone?
A little bit. Outside 2-0. Double did have a base hit on a ball similar to that. It was actually lower than that one. His first at bat. That one was a little quicker though. So he's 1 for 1. His hit is one of 3 for the Phillies, who are 1 for 5 with runners in scoring position through the first 4 innings. Two balls, 1 strike. Might have been a little low.
A wee bit.
A little low. StatCast 3D. That one gets away. 3-2.
There's that changeup again.
Hector's waiting. He's waiting for a chance to bunt. Google fouls one that's way outside. The NBA's free agency frenzy has begun. You following all, Ben?
A little bit.
Keep track of all the Sixers comings and goings 24/7 on our website, NBCSportsPhiladelphia.com. Pretty sweet deal for former Sixer T.J. McConnell. New Orleans Noel also got a nice steal apparently today. And now the 3-2 to Odubel. And Odubel hits one in the air to deep right center field. It is gone! A solo home run for Herrera. It's his 7th of the year. He has only 11 hits since the 1st of July, but you wouldn't know it by that swing right there. It's 1-0 Phillies.
Oh, he swings at ball 4 of the pitch before, about a foot off the plate, and then gets one to his liking. This is a rocket out to right center. Middle. So we get the bat flip on the fly out. No bat flip on the homer. That makes sense.
Pacing himself. And Hector takes a strike. Freddie Galvis in the house. Oh man, that is a sweet pitch.
Sweet swing. Heck of a play by the fan.
Strike 3 call. The homer they couldn't find it, but Knapp's back in town, so he's got it. And now he's got to go down and just go through the whole routine.
Take our eyes off Hector's AB there. Get him next time, buddy.
But Willie. Here's Jankowski, who is 1 for 2.
Without hope, we have nothing, Tom.
Jankowski flied out to center his first time up. An infield hit his last time. Inside corner, 1-1. The bullpen was waiting for Odubel to acknowledge him. He finally did as he went to the top step of the dugout. Jankowski rolls into second. And he's retired on a ground out. 2 outs here in the 5th. And Gene Segura is coming up. Odubel likes the feel of it. Segura is 0 for 2. He has struck out and flied out to center. His 93 hits still tops on the team despite missing 27 games.
He was on time yesterday. Just a hair late on the fastball today. He's had some good ones to hit.
In the dirt. Yesterday was a big day for the Phils. All those runners in scoring position opportunities. One thing Joe pointed out, he said, you know, we got some offense in the first inning. And he said, then Gibson came out and just shut him down in the bottom of the first. He said that was a big deal. Kyle Gibson wound up throwing 113 pitches, which Joe said, listen, he threw 110 earlier this year. He hadn't thrown in a little bit. We felt good that we could push him. He also joked that he learned he can run the bases. There's ball 4 to Segura, so he's aboard. Second walk issued by Gray. Another update from South Florida. Oh, that's pulled within 1. Speaking of a guy that's picked it up from the home run derby, Pete Alonso, another home run. Again, the Phillies 3.5 games out.
That polar bear liking the warmer weather, huh?
Harper walked his last time, flied out to the warning track his first time.
You know, I've seen with Harper this year, in his 3rd year here in Philadelphia, is his ability. I don't know if it's like a sixth sense, but he knows when he's going to get pitched to and almost when he's not going to get pitched to.
I guess after all the years that he's played in those situations, and he definitely understands the game.
Yes. It's like he gets to certain situations and like real pitches that are close where he has an opportunity maybe to swing bat and drive guys in. He just spits on those pitches. Like, you know what? I don't know if I can do a whole lot with that one. It's a ball. I'll take it. I'll take my walk.
0-1. Pulls it on the ground to the right side where Keyboom, the third baseman, is standing. And he throws him out. 5-3 on the putout. Phillies, though, do take the lead on a home run by Odubel Herrera. Odubel has not found the extra base hit swing recently, but he does there. Gives the Phils a 1-0 lead. Homer Hat was a little late. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th. Star Wars Night benefiting Stand Up to Cancer, Wednesday, August 11th at 7:05 against the Dodgers. Fans who purchase a theme night ticket will receive an exclusive Millennium Falcon figurine. So go to Phillies.com/theme nights for more information. Those buildings were not there when this stadium was built, and there are some views all the way around now.
They're all the same height.
Yeah, they are. Hernandez leads it off. He hit into a double play his first time up, and he swings through the first offering from Hector. Since the All-Star break, he's hitting .526 with 8 runs batted in. He was 4 for 5 with 2 home runs yesterday. Outside, 1-1. I think that young man might be done. Mason Thompson's warming up in the bullpen. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Swing and a miss. He got him with a split. Second strikeout for Hector. And there are 2 outs. Or 1 out, excuse me. And that'll bring Carter Keyboom to the plate.
I got this ball tumbling. Hernandez can't lay off it. JT centers it up with his chest protector. That was dirty.
Keyboom grounded out to third his first time. Lifts this one in the air toward right center field. Harper and Segura, and it's Segura who makes the catch. He rips it right out of the air.
Communication the key to any relationship, Tom. You got to communicate on this one. It's a heck of a play by Gene Segura.
Hope he's okay.
I don't know if Bryce was going to get here. I think he would have. Usually the outfielder is calling the infielder off. Gene gets to it, makes a one-hand grab. Well done.
Luis Garcia grounded one back to Ranger Suarez in his first at-bat. Over on it, so he pulls it. It's 2-2. Looks like Garcia is going to play some shortstop and still play second base. So tonight he's playing shortstop, but we may see him in this 4-game series slide back over to second, and Escobar back to short. Didi behind the bag throws him out. 6-3 on the putout, and a 1-2-3 fifth inning. That's a nice job by Hector. 2 scoreless innings for him. We'll go to the 6th, and the Phillies are on top 1-0. Week has traded in the bamboo for a surplus of dramatics. July 2nd, Miller walked off the Phils against the Padres in extra innings. 6 days later in Chicago, he became the first Philly in 13 years to hit 3 home runs in a game. Not done yet. Brad crushed his 2nd career grand slam and 1st career walk-off home run against the Nationals while capping off an amazing comeback for his teammates. That's why he's the Philly of the Week. And it's brought to you by Independence Blue Cross. Our Philly of the Week playing first base tonight for the Phils. Rhys Hoskins getting closer to come back. Mason Thompson is the new pitcher for the Nationals. He'll take over for Josiah Gray. Gray went 5 innings, 4 hits, and 1 run. He wasn't bad.
I like this stuff a lot. And I like the fact that he believed in his fastball and he felt like he could locate it and throw it. He threw a lot of them tonight.
So Thompson will pitch to JT Realmuto, Brad Miller, and Alec Bohm. With the Phillies up 1-0, hoping to get some more here. Mason Thompson is out of Round Rock, Texas. They have a minor league team there. He was just acquired by the Nationals from the Padres for Daniel Hudson. That's how new these guys are. Hudson pitched against the Phils last week. They got Thompson and Jordy Barley in exchange for Hudson, who could reach 98 with his fastball. 2-0. He's got a slider, curveball, and a changeup they say is average. There's Josiah Gray. Two balls, no strikes. That one's pulled foul.
Pretty good sinker.
25th prospect, the number 25 prospect in the Padres organization.
guess 97 with sink doesn't add up like it used to.
Well, maybe not. Bouncer left side. Charging Garcia, throws him out. 6-3 on the putout.
I mean, that's nasty.
This is the team that we were facing last week in Philadelphia. Brad Hand was traded when the Nationals were in Philly to the Blue Jays. Harrison and Gomes, they went later than everybody else, right? They were the last ones to go. And then, of course, we thought Scherzer that last day in Game 2 of the doubleheader was going to San Diego, and apparently that deal was set. But then the Dodgers came in and said, we will give you something a little different.
Thought it was cool though how the Phils got to face Scherzer one last time.
Yeah,
that was cool. I still can't believe they gave up Trey Turner. I just can't believe. He's such a talent. Such a talent.
1-0 to Miller. Outside 2-0. Thompson this year pitched in 4 games for the Padres. 1 run, 4 hits, 2 strikeouts in those games. Just 23 years old. There's Daniel De Los Santos warming up in the bullpen, so he's next up. That one's shot to short. And Garcia again takes care of him. It's a broken bat for Brad.
Yeah, he's going to need a new one.
That'll bring Alec Bohm up. He's 0 for 2. Take your next group outing, event, or fundraiser to Citizens Bank Park. Tickets are on sale now for groups of 25 or more. Receive discounts on select games and locations and see your group name and lights. Visit Phillies.com/group tickets for more information. Inside, 1-0.
Cut it loose. See, that's the one right there. I know everything is approach is right field, right center, but at some point, I know he's still young. At some point, he's going to just have to cut it loose. You know where you're getting there. All he's throwing this whole inning are sinkers. So if you're getting that, maybe just kind of open up just a little bit sooner and get that barrel out there a little bit farther. I'm going to get it again.
That one's fired low, and it's 2-1.
Man, the game's easy from here, isn't it? It's so easy.
But he will evolve into that, you would think.
I think he has to.
That one's off the glove of Thompson. And it'll wind up being a base hit for Alec Bohm. Garcia tried to barehand. I think it still would have been a tough play. So a 2-out base runner brings Didi Gregorius up.
Just can't come up with it. Neither can Garcia.
Didi shoots it the other way. That's going to be in for a base hit. And Bohm will stop at second. So 2 hits with 2 outs.
Again, another sinker, and this is conversely a lefty saying, you know what, he's going to throw that sinker just like he threw Brad Miller. I'm not going to try and pull it. If I do, I'm going to smother it or hit off the end of the bat to second base or shortstop. I'm just going to let it get deeper and go with the pitch. Well done, Didi. Well done.
Sam Clay is warming in the bullpen. And again, Jim Hickey, the normal pitching coach, still out with COVID issues. So that's why Narron took over during the Phillies series at Citizens Bank Park, is out there. As Odubel Herrera, who homered, he's provided the only run against Dave Martinez's team. Odubel's 2 for 2. He has 2 of the 6 hits for the Phillies.
Nice play
by Herrera. Here's our Giant home run replay. This is the homer by Odubel's last at bat.
Full count off Josiah Gray. And a heck of a play by that fan in the stands. That's where we sit right now, 1-0. That's your home run replay, brought to you by Giant.
Alec Bohm at second. He extended his hitting streak to 5. Didi is over at first. He picked up his 4th hit in the last 2 days. And now the count, 1 ball, no strikes to Herrera. 2-0. Pitcher spot is up next. Phillies are going to pinch hit.
Can't tell who that would be. Oh, it's Reese.
Yeah, Joe said that he might be available off the bench. Reese said swinging a bat is not an issue. Does not feel it. 3-0. So the biggest thing was side to side, and he felt like he took care of that today. Outside ball 4. That'll load the bases up. Let's see what they'll do here. Will they bring in the lefty Sam Clay to face Reese, or are they going to stay with the right-hander? Dave Martinez is thinking about it. I guess I'm surprised they don't have a righty and a lefty up. All right, so Reese is up. Clay probably still has that Brad Miller home run, that grand slam in his head.
Topps has thrown 18 pitches, all sinkers. That's it.
Here's Clay peeking. And Reese takes a strike. There is 19 sinkers. This is the last time Clay was on the mound.
How Brad Miller was able to elevate that sinker is beyond me. Right off the Life brand sign.
I thought it was great that he knew it as soon as the ball left the bat.
When they go out like that, you know it.
A 1 pitch coming to Reese. 0-2.
Just at the top of the zone.
Bases loaded, 2 outs, the count 0-2. Swing and a miss. He got him. Phillies went for it by putting Hoskins up there, and they leave him loaded here in the 6th inning. No runs, 2 hits, and 3 men left. We'll head to the bottom of the 6th. 1-0 Phillies. Philadelphia area local Chevy dealers. Visit ChevyDealers.com. And by the Pennsylvania Lottery. Pennsylvanians are scratching their way to fun thanks to Pennsylvania Lottery scratch-offs. Players must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Bottom of the 6th inning, the Phillies lead it 1-0. Nationals have just 1 hit against 2 Phillies pitchers. Hector Neris, 2 scoreless innings in relief for Ranger Suarez. Hector looked great tonight. He's got 10 scoreless outings in his last 11.
Yeah, he's been the fastball command. He's sinking it, mixing in a couple sliders. It's been awesome.
Well, now it's Enyel De Los Santos in his 16th game. And he'll face Trace Barrera. Who flied out to right field his first time. De Los Santos was just added back to the roster today. So the rule is when you get sent out, you got to stay down 10 days. But because Vince Velasquez was injured, then you can come back. And that's what happened with De Los Santos, who was just sent out. Oh, 2. Here's this pitch. Nice play by Jim Wolf.
Always ready.
Alvarado is it warming in the bullpen. I think that's for Soto and Bell. Would you agree with that?
Yes.
Which would put him, that would put De Los Santos past the 3-batter minimum. And a call, strike 3. Got him with a breaking pitch, and De Los Santos knew it. He started to strut off the mound after that pitch went to the glove. 1 gone here in the 6th. He's had some nice movement on it, didn't it?
Without a doubt. May have been a bit low, but he gets the benefit of the doubt.
So Stevenson will pinch hit. One and done for Mason Thompson. That one is drilled out toward the bullpen. It is gone to the back wall of the pen, and we're tied up at 1. Well, that ball got out of here quickly.
It sure did. 1-0 count, sitting dead red. He gets one inner part of the plate and blisters this ball out to right field.
A pinch hit home run for Andrew Stevenson. Third home run of the year for him. It's only the 6th of his big league career. And now the top of the order for Robles, and he takes a high breaking pitch for a strike. Oh yeah, this is perfect spot for a left-handed hitter. One ball, 1 strike. That is a pretty swing.
Not known for his pop, like you said, just a 6 homer, but known for his legs. He can move.
And that one is hit foul down the left field line.
So a pair of solo home runs is all the scoring we've had thus far.
And that hits Robles. He gets hit by a lot of pitches. He's aboard. with 1 out. That one looked like it smarted pretty good.
And he just kind of dives in off the plate. Yeah, right off the wrist.
That's the 14th time he's been hit this year. You've got to keep an eye on him too. He will steal a bag if you're slow to the plate.
And Enyel can be slow to the plate.
Gary Thurman whispering in the ear of Robles. Both first base coaches are out of today's game. Paco Figueroa had to head home to California, so that's why Bobby Meacham is over in the first base coach's box for the Phils. And Thurman is there because Randy Noor had COVID. Sanchez is 0 for 2. Grounded out and struck out. He bunts. That's a beauty. Bohm makes a nice play. Wow, what a play that was. Bare hands it and throws all in one motion. And there are 2 outs.
You kidding me?
Made some really good plays defensively these last couple of days.
He knows the bare hands is only option, but you're absolutely right. Slash some leather. This is a confident play. See how far back he is. Runs through it, bare hands it, and he fires a strike onto Brad Miller. I mean a strike. Give JT credit for busting his tail down the third baseline in case Robles were to try and advance. He's a walk. Soto, obviously.
Yep, De Los Santos is done.
Although, I don't know, with Alvarado coming in.
Yeah, we'll see what they do. Phillies and the Nationals tied at 1. We've got a pitching change. We'll be back right after this. Now for our Toyota Camry turning points of this ball game, and it's been the long ball, Ben, 1 for each team.
Yeah, off Josiah Gray here. Odubel gets him. Full count. Right center. 1-0. Good guys. And in the 6th inning, you just saw it. Stevenson pinch hitting. 1-0 count off De Los Santos. 388 feet later, the ball lands. Exit velo 108.1. They are your Toyota Camry turning points.
We may have a turning point right here, too, with Alvarado on. And Juan Soto at the plate. Alvarado takes over for De Los Santos, who's charged with the 1 run, is also responsible for the runner at second base. Walking Soto, what do you think?
I think it's a no-brainer. No-brainer.
All right. Yes. Soto was trying to tell them, listen, they want to walk me.
Yeah. What's taking so long?
So he'll go to first. And now, we mentioned this before, Josh Bell, although he had a 3-run home run from the right side of the plate against the Phillies last week, he's still a better hitter left-handed than right-handed. Swing and a miss. Threw him a cutter right out of the gate. Geared up for the fastball. He was able to throw a cutter that was in the strike zone. 0-1.
This year, Bell hitting .256 versus righties, .237 versus lefties.
No balls and 1 strike. Inside. Got some wicked movement on it tonight, right?
Right over the top.
I think he would throw it again.
Now he's getting on top of that a little bit more to give it a little bit more depth, more like a slider. Now we've seen him throw it also 95, 96. It's more acting more like a cutter.
1 ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch coming to Bell. Inside and low, 2-2. Martinez, after everybody was traded, said, listen, we got to build for the future. I got to watch some of these guys. Belly kind of knows what he's getting from some of these pitchers we've seen tonight, though. Not so much. 2-2 to Josh Bell. And the pitch. And a fastball on the inside corner. Strike 3 called. The Nationals do tie it up on the home run by Stevenson. But they leave 1 or 2. We'll go to the 7th. Time now for your Delaware Valley Honda Dealers game summary. We're tied up at 1 as we go to the 7th inning. Each team with a home run. Odubel has a single and a home run tonight. Andrew Stevenson's his home run was a pinch hit home run. It's the second home run as a pinch hitter this year. And as we move to the top of the 7th, it'll be Clay that'll come on for the Nationals. He'll face Travis Jankowski, the top of the order. Jankowski takes strike 1. Sam Clay in his 45th game, a 5.66 ERA.
A lot of sinkers.
Pretty good pitch. 1-1. Jankowski had an infield hit back in the 3rd. He's also flied to center, grounded out to 2nd. Two balls and 1 strike. Bounced on the ground to 2nd base. And Sanchez throws him out. First out here in the 7th. Gene Segura is the hitter. 0 for 2 with a walk today. Phillies have left 8 through the first 6 innings tonight. Outside, 2-0. 1 for 6 with runners in scoring position. At the bottom of the zone, 2-1. Harper is on deck.
Saw Thompson with sinker after sinker, the same with Clay. And that's what made it. I was hard to believe that Miller was able to elevate that sinker for that grand slam last week like he did.
That one's popped foul off to the right. Phillies Fantasy Camp. Go to Phillies.com or call 610-520-3400. Located at the Carpenter Complex in Clearwater, Florida, January 19th to the 23rd of next year. The commish, Mickey Morandini, will be there. Matt Stairs is going to be there.
Why wouldn't he?
And at that point, I think he'll have his second grandchild. Yeah. Three and two. Way outside, ball four, and the Phillies have a base runner for Bryce Harper after the walk to Segura. Harper is 0 for 2. He has flied to left, walked, and grounded out. 248 career home runs, 184 came with the Washington Nationals. He thought about bunting to third because nobody's there. Outside, 2-1. Phillies got 3 scoreless tonight from Ranger Suarez. That'll bring the starter's ERA down a bit on the road. That's been the biggest difference, the home road splits for the Phils. They're scoring enough runs, not tonight. They're averaging even more runs on the road per game than they are at home. It's just the starting pitching has just not been good.
Left center gap here.
He threw him a breaking ball. Wow, 3-2. Joe Girardi's team, they were mashing the baseball yesterday. Today, well, they have 6 hits, but just 1 with a runner in scoring position. They've left 8, and the 3-2. That one's whacked foul.
Gene was not running on that pitch, which kind of surprised me a little bit. Thought maybe they put him in motion here. He'd try and get something started. Ball in the gap, he'd score easily.
Three and 2. Clay thinks there might be a chance he goes now. He doesn't go again. Pitch hit down the left field line. That is a fair ball as it goes into foul territory. Segura to third. Harper going to second. Segura will be held at third. It'll be second and third with 1 man down here in the 7th inning.
Well done, Bryce.
That's the 25th double this year for Harper.
His 4th in 2 days. The slices cuts this down the left field line. Catch a little bit of grass. Was hoping that would get by Hernandez.
So a pitching change for the Nationals. Bryce Harper's at second. Segura's over at third. One out in the top of the seventh. We'll be back right after this. Prospects Hans Kraus could be a key in the Phil's recent trade with the Rangers and how the return of Freddie Galvis affects the infield. That and a lot more on the latest Philly Talk podcast presented by Team Toyota. Freddie spoke yesterday about how cool it was to be back in Philadelphia, how his kids are looking forward to seeing the Fanatic again. Said his daughter still has her Fanatic pillow. Andres Machado is the new pitcher for the Nationals. All right, so let's talk strategy here. Second and third, one out. JT up.
And I asked you, why wouldn't they just walk JT?
All right, so they are. And they're going to have Miller face Machado.
I guess they figured Miller hit the grand slam off Clay last time. We're not going to let that happen again.
Machado, 24 years old, pitched for Kansas City back in 2017. That's the last time he was in the big leagues. He had an ERA of 22. Had a pitch just a bit low to Miller. 1-0. Phillies have them loaded here in the seventh. Left them loaded last inning, but that was with 2 outs. 1 out here. 1 ball, 1 strike. That one gets away, and here comes Segura with the go-ahead run. And Gene gives the Phils a 2-1 lead. Harper to third, Realmuto to second.
Either that's a missed sign. I mean, Barrera, that's a ball he should handle, but he gives the high fastball. He sets his target up high. He holds that mid up high. And I don't know if Machado just didn't get that or he wanted to go back down lower. But Barrera was not in a good spot.
It has been scored a wild pitch. It should be a pass ball. 2-2. It's not like it hit the ground.
No.
But the score may not have seen whether it did. Two and two to Miller.
He's thrown a changeup in this at bat. 1-0 and then 2-1. See if he throws it behind in the count again here.
Yep, he did. It's popped up out to left. Hernandez gets to it. Harper's tagging from third. He's coming home. The throw by Hernandez. He is out at home plate. That was a heck of a throw. On one hop. I thought Bryce might have gotten the mitten in there.
Just hit his shin guard and stopped.
So the double play, but the Phils get a run. We'll go to the bottom of the seventh.
In our NBC Sports Philadelphia studio, go or not go on the Harper try?
I don't think I would have went on it. I'm not that fast, though.
All right, we're going to hear about it coming up in Post-Game Live. We'll hear from Joe Girardi on it. Let's ask the guys in the booth as we take another look. Tom McCarthy, there's the shot by Brad Miller, and there's Bryce Harper tagging it up.
That's awfully shallow. That's awfully shallow. That's a good throw, though. I mean, if he doesn't throw and a good block of the plate.
How about feet first?
On top of it.
What do you think of that, Ben, Tommy?
Feet first, he makes it. I guarantee he'll knock that shin guard, knock that foot off the line there, and he's going to make it.
Great job by Ranger guys tonight.
Great job by Ranger.
I would have liked to have seen him go one more.
Yeah, I'm with you, Ricky. I was surprised, but baseball has this up and down thing that they talk about. Yeah, I'm with you.
I mean, I'm just saying, if you're looking to stretch him a little bit, 33 pitches. I mean, he's done that earlier in the
comfortable.
season.
Comfortable 33.
I mean, he was absolutely dealing.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? We talked about what you expected of him, and that's exactly what you get from Ranger. It's kind of funny in that sense because you could say about certain guys, Aaron Nola is going to throw that front door sinker, and it doesn't come out all game. You talk about Ranger, and he spots the ball, he moves it in and out, and throws his changeup very well. You get exactly what you ask for and what you think you're going to get.
He's an athlete. He's not just a baseball player. How about this? How long until he's stretched out enough till you can count on maybe a quality start?
I'd say 2 more starts at
I
least.
would think so, yeah.
Yeah. And that's why I would have let him go. We talked about it earlier. A little deeper in this ball game and go maybe less as a side session.
All right. We'll talk to you post-game. Tommy, I might need you for post-game.
Oh, there we go. There we go. There's a good one.
That pitch goes way upstairs. Yadiel Hernandez leads it off for the Nationals against Jose Alvarado. Alvarado got the last out in the last inning. Top of the zone, that's in there. 1 ball, 1 strike. Hernandez is headed to a double play, and he is struck out tonight. And he takes down and away, 2-1. It'll be Hernandez, Kieboom, and Garcia. Fouled it off. 99 miles an hour. Down in Miami, they've gone to the top of the 7th inning. Marlins lead it 5-3 over the New York Mets. Phillies can hang on here. That score holds. This would be a good night.
Indeed.
Up to the bullpen, though. The bullpen needs 9 more outs. Shot the other way. There's a fair ball base hit by Hernandez. So he's aboard. And Carter Kieboom, who's 0 for 2, will be the hitter.
Takes it with him. Nice swing there. Good swing by Hernandez. Doesn't try to do too much.
Kieboom has grounded out. He's popped out. 4 for 23 since being recalled. He was 3 for 9 in the series against the Cubs. They were optimistic because of that. And he lines that one. It's a broken bat looper out to left center field. A base hit. Hernandez stops at second. And now all of a sudden the Nationals have first and second with nobody out. Phillies have nobody up in the bullpen, which I think is surprising to me that nobody is up.
We have seen Alvarado have some issues with sitting down and coming back out for another inning.
Garcia button here, you think, or not?
He's got to be.
Because you're going to have a pinch hitter for the pitcher. Caleb Coffin's going to get somebody up.
Which I think would be Zimmerman.
Archie Bradley's going to start the throw for the Phils. ball's 1 strike. So much for Button. 1-1. Little tapper in front of the plate. It's a swing and bunt. JT throws to third. What a play by Bohm to pick it. An outstanding play by Alec Bohm to pick it on the backhand, with JT taking a chance to go to third. 2-5 on the putout.
Very aggressive here by JT, throwing on the run. What a play by Alec Bohm. Well done, young man. Wow. Get out of the way, Jose. Did he throw that over top of him or around him?
I think it went around him.
My goodness. What a play, Alec Bohm.
Well, it was kind of around him. Might have been over his backside. Oh, this might be a better look. I guess it was over him.
Move, Jose. Get out the way.
Here's Barrera. Barrera is 0 for 2. Runners at first and second, but 1 out. And a cut out and missed. It's 0-1. Ryan Zimmerman is out of the on-deck circle. Inside, 2-1. Kieboom's at second base and Garcia's at first. New baseball for Alvarado.
Something on the ground.
Inside, ball 4. That'll load the bases up for Zimmerman. Archie Bradley should be ready in the bullpen. He's going to throw 1 or 2 more. Let's see what Joe does. Joe's got the lineup card. He's writing on in the dugout. And he's going to go to the home plate umpire and make a double switch. So we'll see if there's a switch at first base. We know that Bradley's coming in. A pitching change for the Phils. Here at the bottom of the 7th inning, they lead it 2-1. We'll be back with those changes right after this. Hyundai defensive plays of the game.
A pop up here. Gene Segura making his way out, calling off Bryce Harper. Makes a nice one-hand grab. Brad Miller. Left fielder Hernandez comes up firing home. Bryce with a head first slide. Barrera with the tag. 7-2 double play. And JT, little roller out in front by Garcia. Very aggressive play, but what a pick by Alec Bohm at third base.
You know, and he picked that so well. Go ahead, Ben, finish it up.
No, it's your Hyundai defensive plays the game, brought to you by your local Hyundai dealers.
So he picked that so well that they moved him over to first base as part of this double switch. And Torreyes is in at third. Zimmerman, for his career, has 6 grand slams. Final year of his contract. He'll face Bradley, who's on for Alvarado. 1 out, bottom of the 7th. Pitch high, it's 1-0. Archie, 3.07 earned run average. He has picked up steam as this year has gone on. Well, he's going to need to pick up a lot of things here. This is a big pickup.
Yeah.
Joe's looking for not only 2 outs here, but probably a full inning in the 8th.
He threw 2 pitches yesterday.
Yeah, it was pretty quick. 1 ball, 1 strike to Zimmerman. Inside, 2-1.
Try. Trying to induce that ball on the ground with that sinker there.
So the base runners, Keyboom, Garcia, Barrera from third to first. 2-1 pitch. Bouncing ball past the diving Torreyes into left field. 1 run will score. Heading home is Garcia. He'll score. And just like that, the Nationals take the 3-2 lead on just the 2nd pinch hit for Ryan Zimmerman with the bases loaded this year. The runs charged to Alvarado.
Well, knuckle curve there. Doesn't do a whole lot. Just out of the stretched arms of Arnold Torreyes.
And it wasn't hit that hard, so there was no real chance for Odubel. But now Victor Robles, the batter. Robles 0 for 2, hit by a pitch. Inside, 1 ball, 1 strike. So we get a foul tip. It's 1-2.
Another aggressive hack by a National. I mean, they do not get cheated.
They have the 2nd highest batting average in Major League Baseball against fastballs, 285. Robles pops it up foul. Astros 287, Nationals 285, and then the Blue Jays 284. The reason for that is because of Soto and Trey Turner, who's no longer with the team. Trey Turner had a 360 batting average, or has a 360 batting average against fastballs. Bouncer over to short. There's 1 and 2. A 6-4-3 double play. It is a shame they didn't get that 1 batter early. The Nationals score 2 to take the lead. We'll go to the 8th. The Phils playing from behind, down 3-2. By Coca-Cola. Together tastes better. And by Nextiva. When you need business communications for the office, the home office, and everywhere in between, choose Nextiva. Nice night down in D.C. Score's not nice. Nationals lead it by 1, 3-2. And Gabe Klobosits is the new pitcher for the Nationals. This is just his third game.
All right, get back in it.
Yeah, he'll face Alec Bohm, Didi Gregorius, and Odubel Herrera. Phillies trail it by 1 thanks to the base hit by the veteran Ryan Zimmerman, whose night is done. One swing and that's it.
And that 9-hole has been very productive for the Nats tonight. A home run, a single, and 3 RBIs.
Alec Bohm hit one off the pitcher his last time up. He's 1 for 3. And he bounces that one to third. Keyboom snags it. 1 pitch, 1 out here in the 8th inning.
Keyboom ranging to his left. Secures it and gathers his momentum back towards first base.
That brings Didi Gregorius up. He's 1 for 3. He's popped out, grounded out, and singled. Didi launches one out toward right center field, but Soto has a beat on it, and a step onto the track makes the catch, and there are 2 outs. Looked good off the bat, but Didi's reaction, I think, told you that it wasn't enough. At least it wasn't initially. And now with 2 outs, it's Odubel Herrera. What a momentum swing.
Yeah.
I think, like you said, you just got to dust it off and just roll with it again. Josiah Gray started for the Nationals. He went 5 innings, allowed 1 run, then Mason Thompson, Sam Clay, Andres Machado, and now Klobosits, and he's going to get a quick inning as long as Sanchez can make this play, and he does. Wow. That was fast work. Shutdown inning, 4 pitches. That's it. Phillies go down in order. We are on to the bottom of the 8th inning. It's a 1-run Nationals lead. It's 15 and older will receive a sustainable water bottle presented by PGW when the Phillies take on the Reds Sunday, August 15th at 1:05. Purchase your tickets by going to Phillies.com. Adrian Sanchez leads it off for the Nationals. They lead it by 1 here in the bottom of the 8th inning. 0-2. Archie Bradley allowed a couple of inherited runners to score. He hasn't done a lot of that, particularly recently. He also then got a double play ball. That ball's popped up out to shallow center. Didi Gregorius makes the grab. Every time a Phillies pitcher like Bradley records a pitch of 95 or more, Comcast will make a contribution to Phillies charities. Phillies baseball is brought to you by Xfinity, the fastest internet in Philadelphia. Soto is 1 for 2, intentionally walked his last time. Fouls it away. He thought he should have hit it far by his reaction.
That was, I'm sitting on a changeup. I got a hanging changeup and I missed it. That's what that look on his face was.
During this 18-game on-base streak for Soto, his on-base percentage is almost 5.6, or excuse me, 560, .560. which is well over 100 points better than his season average. 1 and 2.
It's amazing.
It is. It's crazy.
I mean,
it's too late.
I couldn't imagine having 100 at bats and getting on base 56 times.
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine that.
That's having a day, huh?
Oh.
After day after day after day. A little high, and it's 2 and 2. These are too late, aren't these too late?
I would agree.
I mean, you got to let him. I'm with Archie on this. I mean, you can't let him dictate when the guy's in his motion.
He starts that windup, it's over. Hang with him. That's ridiculous.
That's ridiculous.
That was egregious. He was starting to lift his leg.
And the 2-2 pitch. And a strike 3 called. He got him looking. Second time tonight he's down on strikes. 2 away.
Not going to get the benefit of the doubt here. Perfectly executed.
Josh Bell, the hitter, he's 0 for 2 with a walk. Outside, 2-0. Phillies half of the 9th inning. It'll be Torreyes, Jankowski, and Segura. Again, playing without McCutchen, who's on the injured list. With a bum left knee, same knee that he had surgery on a couple of years ago.
Hoskins did pinch hit.
Yep. Which I think is great news for tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Outside is where Realmuto started to set up. Then he rolled back in. 3-2.
Watch out for the praying mantis.
Think he knows it's there?
No idea.
And a high fly ball to left center field. It's deep. Jankowski's there, and he tracks it down. And a 1-2-3 8th inning for Archie Bradley. We go to the 9th. It's 3-2. Nationals on top. To you by the Toyota Camry, now with available all-wheel drive. Visit your local tri-state Toyota dealer today. By Xfinity Mobile, get nationwide 5G included at no extra cost with Xfinity Mobile. By Citizens, official bank of the Phils. And by Independence Blue Cross. Learn more at IBX.com. Top of the 9th inning, the praying mantis is still on Robles' hat. It's been crawling all over the place. He doesn't know it, though. Has no idea.
I think one of his buddies would help him out.
It probably figures, I got a pretty good seat here. I had a better seat in the dugout. Torreyes will lead things off. And he takes a strike. Klobosits had a very fast 8th inning. In fact, he's been doing that. Last 2 days, he's got 6 outs on 11 pitches. Well, now it's 13 because it's 1 ball and 1 strike. That's a big old praying mantis, too.
It really is.
Wander Suaro is starting to throw in the bullpen for the Nationals. Ian Kennedy is just tossing lightly for the Phils. In case the Phillies are able to do something here. 2-1 to Torreyes. And he lines one into left center field softly, a base hit. And Ronald is aboard to start this 9th inning. And now it's time for a replay.
Not a fastball he doesn't like.
Now it's time for a word from Mike's Hard Lemonade.
It's Mike's Hard Lemonade season. Nobody makes lemonade like Mike's.
Jankowski. What do you think Jankowski's doing here?
I'm hoping he's going to lay one down. Maybe even bring one with him towards first base. Wander Suaro gets loose. And Klobosits, he'd be quite the tight end. 6'7", 270.
He's a big kid.
Woo.
Well, he's taken, and it's 0-1. It's a pitcher's pitch there.
It's not a strike, but it's a pitcher's pitch.
Klobosits was 3-2 with 7 saves and an ERA of 0.56 between AA and AAA this year. 0-2 to Jankowski. That one just a bit farther outside.
I would have gone back out there again.
Just got a piece of it. That was a wicked breaker. Segura's on deck. Phillies would love to get a guy in scoring position for him. Praying Mantis still perched. Can't imagine he's going to go anywhere at this point. 1-2 pitch. Ground ball. Base hit it to right field. And Torreyes is around second. He'll stop there. It'll be first and second with nobody out. Second hit of the day for Jankowski.
Tries to come back inside. Mike Schmidt always says the game's made for left-handers. Got that hole open.
Oh, in this case, yeah, it was. Here comes Davey Martinez, so they're going to bring Wander Suaro in.
Or full throw any cutters.
Well, the other day threw some changeups.
Yeah, mixing it up.
So a pitching change for the Nationals. The Phillies down 1, but they've got 2 runners on base. W. Mason delivery of the game took place with the Nationals in the 7th inning.
That's 2-1 hanging breaking ball here to Zimmerman. He somehow finds it a way to get it through that hole on the left side. That played it 2. That's why we're in the situation we're in, losing 3-2. It's your WB Mason delivery of the game, but Phil's got something going here in the 9th.
They do. Wander Suaro takes over for the Nationals, and he'll face Gene Segura. 3-2 ball game. Tying runners at second base. Go ahead runners at first. And you got a guy who's hitting .311 with runners in scoring position at the plate. The Phillies have stranded 9 so far. One for 7 with runners in scoring position tonight after 10 hits yesterday. And a pitch high, 1-0.
Can't bunt him. If he is successful, they'll just walk Harper. So, Gino, we'll find a gap here. There is that cutter. Tough spot there if you're Gene Segura.
Got good speed. Particularly with Jankowski at first. Out toward right field. Toward the alley in right center field. It's going to split the gap and one hop the wall. Torreyes will score. Jankowski's being held at third. It's an RBI double. Tied up at 3. Still nobody out here in the top of the 9th inning. He comes through again.
Ask and you shall receive. Boy, Gino.
Just surprising how shallow they were in center and right.
Well, we saw him blister that gap yesterday in Pittsburgh. Gets the cutter, but it's elevated. Gene, the hit machine, gets it done again.
Big time. And Harper is up with runners at second and third.
Not anymore.
Yeah, I was just saying, I was surprised that they hadn't signaled an intentional walk, but they do now. So the bases are loaded for JT. JT is 1 for 3. He's popped out, singled, and grounded out. See the numbers against Suaro, 2 for 8 against him. Just taps that one foul. Luke Williams is out of the on-deck circle. That's the pitcher's spot. Ian Kennedy is warming up in the bullpen for the Phils. Oh, 0-2. The out-of-town scoreboard. Bottom of the 8th inning, 5-3 Miami. The most recent RBI came off the bat of Isan Diaz. The Mets in the top of the 8th had 2 on and 1 out and didn't score. It's 0-2 to JT. They want it up.
Whoa.
It was up and in. 1-2. Jankowski, excellent speed. Segura at second. And Harper at first.
Whew. Good eye, Ted.
Suaro thought it was going to be a strike. It was down a little bit off the plate. Just a hair. popped up, out of play. And it remains 2-2. Oh man, praying mantis in DC, a cat on the field that they can't get in New York.
I want no part of that.
I don't mind the praying mantis. Seems so much gentler. Three and two with nobody out. Bases loaded. Take a walk here.
I think you'd have to go with that cutter away. Signal changeup.
And he lines it into left field, a base hit. One run will score. Rounding third, heading for almost Segura. He's going to score, and the Phillies not only take the lead, they add on another one. It's 5-3. A big base hit for JT Realmuto here in the top of the ninth inning.
BCIB getting it done again. Boy, he's feeling it. I question the pitch selection here from Suarez going with that changeup. JT stays through it. Just over Keyboom. Does his thing. Go ahead, Gino. You make it standing up. Boy, JT.
A Dusty wave it all the way.
Suarez shook to that changeup too.
Saw his reaction after the ball landed. Here's Luke Williams to pitch hit.
Maybe a bunt here?
I would think so. Nope. Oh, yep. A little low, but called a strike. 0-1. Bunts it in the air. Herrera. And it's back off the netting in the wall. 0-2. Praying mantis not lucky for the Nationals. It's lucky for the Phils. How does he not see it?
I mean, Juan Soto went over to him during the pitching change and was talking to him.
Apparently he knows it's there now.
Oh.
Yeah. But, you know, it's taking care of it. Swing and a miss at the 0-2. So Williams strikes out. That's the first out. And it brings Alec Bohm up. Okay, that's kind of funny.
That's very funny.
Now it takes inside. Dean Kennedy continues to warm in the bullpen. So even after the pitches yesterday, he's going to pitch the ninth inning here. Harper is warming up in the bullpen for the Nationals. Change up, and it's 1-1. JT with the big hit. He and Segura in this inning. Big hits in this game. The Phillies have been scuffling with runners in scoring position.
They're now 3 for 10 in the ball game. Obviously another opportunity here. I'm cool with another 1 or 2.
Oof. Make life easier.
hopefully close it out and keep that offensive momentum going to tomorrow's game.
And Bohm rips that one to left center field, a base hit. It's easily going to score Bryce Harper. Real Muto holds up at third. An RBI for Bohm. That's his second hit of the night. They do add another one. It's now a 6-3 ball game.
Change up again. Bohm hits through it. You're right. Harper scores easily. JT busting it.
Alec Bohm's had a good night tonight. That play over third was outstanding earlier.
Yes, it was.
And now Didi's the 8th man to bat in this inning. On the outside corner, according to Jim Wolf. Didi's 1 for 4. He's popped out, grounded out, singled, and flied out. Check swing. Kennedy go over the scouting report with Dave Lundquist. There's that changeup, and it's 1-2.
Best one he's thrown all inning. Was in the zone 3/4 of the way there. Didi read fastball, never got there.
See where the runners are. First and third. Real Muto at third. Bohm at first.
Nats reliever Ryan Harper's throwing a complete game down there in that bullpen for the Nats.
Yeah, he is firing. Ground ball to right side. They throw to first for one, and now Bell gets Bohm in a rundown.
Good job, Alec.
JT does score, though. The run counts.
Well done, Alec Bohm.
And Alec took a look at it to make sure. It's now 7-3 in favor of the Phils as we go to the bottom of the 9th inning. Praying Mantis is still hanging on. The Phillies explode, and now they're trying to close it out. Andrew Knapp is warming up. Ian Kennedy for the Phils. Phillies scored 5 runs in the 9th inning. Now this isn't a safe situation, but Kennedy was all warmed up and ready to go.
Yeah, I think this is, hey, you got hot, you're in the ball game. We're not going to waste you, because he threw so many pitches in the bullpen that he probably would not be good to go tomorrow. So you might as well use him tonight.
So in a very important ball game, partly because of what's going on down in Miami, where the Mets trail the Marlins 6-3 in the bottom of the 8th inning. The Phillies can gain a game on the Mets. The Braves are off tonight, so a half game on them too. (7-3) the score. Kennedy will face Yadiel Hernandez to start it off. Hernandez is 1 for 3. Singled his last time, struck out the 5th, grounded into a double play. Got a first pitch in there. It's 0-1. Phillies were down 3-2. Scored 5 runs in the 9th inning. Oof. That's what Joe Girardi would say.
And I know JT had the big knock with the bases loaded, but how about Torres and Jankowski getting on with their singles, being the table setters in that inning?
according to Jim Wolf. 1 ball and 1 strike. Andrew McCutchen, Zach Wheeler. Kutch on the injured list. Wheeler preparing for tomorrow's game. Hernandez lines it down the left field line, foul. The count is 1-2. JT, huge swing tonight. In fact, a pretty busy couple of days for him. Alec Bohm not only made a heck of a play on the throw by JT, but also came up with an RBI single. Another multi-hit game. He has 9 hits in his last 5 games. 2-2. Check swing, foul.
And the average up to 254 for Alec.
Two and 2 to Hernandez. Fouls that one off his leg. Remains 2-2. Kennedy said he knew he was going to be traded somewhere. He just didn't know. He also didn't know whether he would go with Kyle Gibson. He said it was good that he went with Kyle Gibson just because of familiarity. So, but he's also familiar, of course, with Joe Girardi. He's been reunited with his former skipper for the first time in about a dozen years. He said, you know, I've been around so long that I've gotten to know so many people around baseball that there are a lot of familiar faces out there for me. Said he was excited about the change. He said it's been a crazy last week leading up to the deadline. He said the opportunity to help a team make a playoff push, I haven't done it in a long time. And that just missed. Again, this isn't a safe situation, but he talked about closing on a contending team. He said, to me, that's the exciting part of it. He said, I've only been a reliever the last 3 years, but I've been a reliever on non-contending teams. He said, to be able to come into this atmosphere in Philadelphia, he said, I'm excited about that part. I think everybody probably was excited to hear that. Carter Kieboom singled his last time. He's 1 for 3. Why is he doing this?
I don't know. You heard JT, but did not agree with Jim Wolf. Why is he giving it to him? It's beyond me.
It is up to the umpire. It's his discretion. But these are really late. Same pitch.
Perfect spot.
1-1.
I think if you were to see Kieboom get on, maybe get someone up in pen just because of how many pitches were thrown yesterday, just to be on the safe side.
And Kieboom smokes one, and that is going to be his first home run of the year, first extra base hit of the year. It's a 2-run home run, and now it's a 7-5 ball game. think there's a pretty good chance that what you said is right on, that they will get somebody up.
Second 2-run homer in as many days.
So nobody out. A couple runs in. Garcia, the batter. He'll take low.
Good swing by Keyboom.
He was right on that.
No doubter.
One ball, 2 strikes. Keyboom's second hit in as many at bats. 5th hit in the last 4 games. Garcia lines it foul.
Awful lot of fastballs here by Kennedy. He'll mix in a wrinkle here.
And Garcia hits it to first. Bones got it. Brings it to the bag. 1 out. Then Trace Barrera is due up in the pitcher's spot. The outside corner, and it's 0-1.
Good spot there.
Yeah, 0-2. Seven runs on 12 hits for the Phils. 5 runs on 6 hits for the Nationals. No balls and 2 strikes. Barrera fouls it to stay alive.
So he speeds him up on the 0-1 with a fastball in, and then throws that changeup on the same plane inside corner, hoping that Barrera will read fastball and swing through the changeup.
That one's popped up. I mean, he went way up the ladder on it. Didi waits for it, makes the catch, and there are 2 outs. So 1 more out. And then the Phils can wait. Mets are down to their final out in Miami. Gerardo Parra is going to pinch hit. got JT.
He said, I'm all right. How many fingers am I holding up?
I don't know, but are you going to give time to the hitter when the pitcher's in the motion again?
Seriously.
Outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. That's a good pitch.
That had some real good tilt on it.
One and 2. Parra's waiting. And the pitch. Swing and a miss and a high fastball, and the ball game is over. The Phillies pull to within 2.5 games of the New York Mets in the division. It's the first time since the 20th of July that they've climbed this close. They come from behind and they win it by a final score of 7-5. Whew. Kennedy did give up a 2-run home run in this inning, but he is able to seal the deal. It's a non-safe situation. But man, was this a huge win for the Phils, considering they were down 3-2 going into the 9th inning. And they scored 5 runs. Our Chevrolet player of the game is JT Realmuto. JT with a huge swing, a 2-run single in the 9th inning. And that was after Segura had tied it with an RBI double in the 9th inning.
Remarkable.
Phillies needed it tonight. They needed it tonight.
Another great comeback win.
7-5 the final score. I know folks have noted that the MLB app says 6-5. It is 7-5. The run did count. So the Mets lost. The Phillies are back to 500, and they're within 2.5 games. The Braves idle tonight. They gained a half game. The Nationals, meanwhile, stay at 6.5 games out in the National League East.
And another really good team win. Everybody contributing, especially later in the ball game.
Yeah, and it started from the get-go. I mean, obviously, Ranger Suarez was excellent.
Yeah.
Don't forget Hector and what he did for those 2 innings, too.
Awesome. Archie Bradley threw the ball well.
Yep. He gave up a couple of inherited runners, but then was able to clamp it down and do his job after that. 7 runs on 12 hits for the Phils. They had just 1 hit in their first 7 at-bats with runners in scoring position, but then came to life late in the game when they scored the 5 runs.
Yeah, finished up 4 for 12 with runners in scoring position.
That's not too bad.
No.
Not too bad. And this after yesterday, having all those opportunities with runners in scoring position. So this is what happened tonight for JT Realmuto. Let's begin with a little defense.
Excellent play out in front of the home plate there. Very aggressive by the Phillies backstop. Excellent play, of course, by Alec Boehm, securing the ball and staying on third base. But this is the game changer right here. Full count. Suarez goes with a changeup there. And JT ready for it. He's excited. Single down the line. And he is so kind to join us. JT, what a game.
Yeah, that one was a lot of fun.
You know, it was a lot of fun. You got a chance to catch Ranger, which we'll talk about in just a little bit. You made a heck of a play on that ball to third, but Boehm had a great pick. But talk about that 9th inning and how important it was to get Segura, the RBI double, but then you coming through with that 2-run single.
Yeah, I mean, Toe and Jano leading it off like that, just getting the inning going for us, that was huge. To be able to get guys on base and get pressure on their pitching staff. And then obviously Siggy comes through with a huge double and gets us right back in the game. And I got up there and I was really just trying not to do too much, trying to get the ball down in the strike zone because his cutter plays up pretty well. So anything like middle down I was trying to swing at, and he left me a changeup in the zone that I was able to get a hit on.
JT, I thought last time he pitched at Citizens Bank Park, he threw more changeups than he usually does. Is that go through your mind at all?
Yeah, but to me, actually, when I faced him last time, 4 out of the 5 pitches were cutters. So
okay.
I wasn't necessarily thinking about the changeup, but I was more just trying to get him down in the zone because his cutter plays up really well, and that kind of keeps me on the changeup anyway. So it kind of worked both ways.
JT, Ranger was just awesome tonight, and his ability to throw righties and lefties in with that fastball. I mean, it plays, and I just don't understand why more guys don't realize, hey, I can command both sides with the fastball. I'm going to have success, but that's got to be fun to catch.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. And I've never pitched long enough to know if it's easy or not to command both sides of the zone, but I'm sure if it was easy, everybody would do it because Ranger makes it look so easy, and not many guys can do it the way he can because he can throw 2-seam and 4-seam on both sides of the plate really whenever he wants, righty or lefty in the box, and that just brings an extra dynamic. You don't have to necessarily throw as many off-speed pitches because you have 2 different fastballs to play with. So he's been huge for us all season long, and getting him out there for those 3 innings, I think he threw, 32 or 33 pitches?
Yeah.
I mean, that's awesome,
What does that do for you, JT, when you see him do what he did tonight? Because it's going to build up from here.
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly what you want out of a starting pitcher. He's going to go out there and give you, when he's built up and actually to a higher pitch count, he's going to give you a ton of innings because he doesn't walk guys, he doesn't give up a lot of hits, and he just attacks the strike zone. So that's what you want out of a starting pitcher. And, we already have 3 or 4 of those guys, so adding him to the mix is just going to be great for us.
All right, how about that play by Bohm on that throw that you made?
Oh, that was unbelievable. Actually, when I got the ball, Alvarado was kind of halfway in between us, and it made me panic on my throw, but Bohm made a heck of a play. I mean, that saved the game. Who knows how many runs they score there if he doesn't make that play. So he kept us in it with that huge play, and we went on from there.
JT, the bat's really coming alive for you. Doing anything different?
Just try not to do too much. I know it sounds simple, and it doesn't sound like it would work that well, but it does for me. I've always been an aggressive hitter, and I want to do the best I can for the team. So sometimes I just put a little too much pressure on myself and go up there and try to do too much, and that's with anybody in baseball. So the less I try to do in the box, usually the better off I am. So the last couple of days, I try to just take it easy, not change anything mechanically, not do anything like that. Just kind of take a breath and not try to do too much, and it's worked out for me.
All right, I know you had fun with Jim Wolf at the end, but he did call those timeouts pretty late tonight.
Yeah, I told him they got to give our pitcher a little more time than that. He called it late twice on us.
Whew. Hey, listen, 2.5 games out. This was a big win. Congratulations.
Thanks, JT.
Thanks, guys.
All right, JT Realmuto, our guest. The Phillies win it. They pulled it within 2.5. Our next game will be Game 2 tomorrow. Zach Wheeler on the mound against Patrick Corbin. 7:10 right here on NBC Sports Philadelphia, streaming on the My Teams app. Phillies pregame live begins at 6. The senior producer of Phillies baseball is Jeff Halleckman. John DeSangro is our associate producer. And tonight's director, he's a little gray, Nick Marquetta. For Ben Davis and our entire crew, I'm Tom McCarthy. Thanks for watching, everyone. The Phils win it. Up next, Cure Auto Insurance presents Phillies Postgame Live.